time.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
How are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are live with the Fire of Our Tongues versus Little Shop of Hoagies.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
For what I am sure is going to be an exciting match between two teams here in the second week of the season.
Get hyped. I'm hyped.
Are you hyped?
I am very, very hyped.
Sweet. Well, let's get into this game, Panda.
While we are starting the replay, we can talk about pick ban because we won't have pick ban, but I pulled up the thing so we can just rapid fire through what bans were, I suppose. Oh. So on blue side we have TFT. On red side we have Little Shop of Hoagies.
So, what? It's hard. I don't really know. Where do I see the pick bans at? Where are you seeing this?
So so I pulled up the Discord image of the post game lobby thing. You can't see everything, but you can just see.
It's too try hard for me.
You can see the bans on the right side.
Nah, too much effort.
So first phase bans for TFT were Zyra, Malzahar, Gnar.
Makes sense. You're going up against Panda. You got Zepho on the other squad and Guy Fieric. Those are. We know Panda's not afraid to pull out the Malzahar when necessary. We also know, Zyra is a Zepho champion. Gnar is one of Eric's champions. Look at that.
Really sensible bans there, yeah. And on the red side, Little Shop of Hoagies ban Ukshan away from Coach Eggboy, who is.
I'm going to assume that Elise is not an Elise. And he's a Seraphine, actually.
Yeah, I don't see an Elise anywhere.
Yeah, so that's a Seraphine. On the pick ban tool that we're getting streamed by one Eric Panda Montgomery. Yeah, we do see the Amumu here for. Yeah, with Seraphine. Yeah, let's just get into the game here. I'm on a bit of a time crunch right now, and yeah. But we do see, the kind of a PMA LCS special on the side of TFT. Lots of team fight, easy, quick, simple, engage to follow up on. Good follow up yourself with the Orianna and the Seraphine. Split pushing prowers from the Volibear. And on the other side of the equation, we would see the Sivir. Simple Sivir, Ziggs, Cast. That's a lot of wave clear stall up the game. So good engage with the Nautilus and a Warwick to kind of provide more for that bruiser beefy front line.
Pretty interesting.
It's going to be an exciting match, and let's get into it.
Pretty interesting comp on the side of Little Shop of Hoagies. It looks
really quick, Eric, is your Discord quality able to get any better?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
It is quite bad, but it might be on my end. Panda, Fwesh, is the Discord stream rough for you too?
It's extremely pixelated, yes.
All right. Tragedy. I'm assuming there's nothing we can do to fix that for you, Eric? Panda? Close. Try again. Yeah. I will stream our view of the game then, and you can stream in that. Whoop. And so I'll make sure I'm in sync with you. You're at 33 seconds here, Panda. Sorry about this, folks. Discord just doesn't want to give us our pixels today. Yeah. Well, Eric, you could join me here.
Yeah.
We're at 33 seconds. Panda, you count us down. Alrighty, so we do see this Invade coming in, trying to use this Nautilus's power to force a very strong level 1, but Ward in the Tribush will spot that out, get away safely. We might see a good Ward on the red buff here from Coach Eggboy for TFT. And a wraparound coming out for the side of who's a what's-its? Little Shop of Hoagies. We do get a quick Ward. So now that we can see these comps in their entirety, how do you think what the goals of these team comps is going to be, Fwesh?
It's super, super interesting stuff here. It looks like it's a Sivir top on the side of Little Shop of Hoagies and a Cassio
Oh,
bot. Um, so,
true.
when I see a Sivir top against a melee champion, I'm thinking, okay, they're going to try and just smash this Volibear into the ground. Um, so that is super,
Yeah.
super interesting.
We're
But
not-
certainly tons of damage and scaling
Mhm.
on the side of Little Shop of Hoagies. But just really, really potent team fight synergy and CC on the side
Mhm.
of TFT with the Mumu and the ball delivery, the
Mhm.
Seraphine ult, and the Volibear running at you. So it's going to be a really interesting matchup.
Yeah, you have to imagine, Sivir is going to keep the Volibear out, but if the rain comes, kind of is able to find an opening, the moment that Volibear is able to just get in close contact with the Sivir, it's going to feel bad for her. So it might be looking to see and create some of those opportunities for himself. Battle for level 2 continuing here. Bot, it's going to be pretty even. And now mid, Ziggs versus Orianna. Tell us about this matchup as we see some trading going on between Panda and Eggboy.
Feels to me, my gut says a pretty even skill matchup. I appreciate the aggression coming out early from Coach Eggboy, trading with his corrupting potion and trying to poke the Ziggs. But Ziggs does have some pretty good range if you're able to hit his bouncing bomb thingy. So I'm gonna call it an even matchup champion wise.
So what would you think the win con is for those two laners, or is it just going to be clear into each other from now until the end of time?
Um, well, they can certainly fight for prio to try and rotate to help their jungler if they want to, or depending on the situation, they can just kind of try to sit back and farm. It's looking like Coach Eggboy is getting the initial aggression, but
Yeah.
with that cannon, the wave isn't pushing into Panda yet. So,
Yeah, I want to point out something here. Looking at the Mumu Warwick matchup here, Fusus is doing something. I personally don't think you really want to do a Warwick. We'll see how it pans out. But going for a full clear. And Raptors and Krugs are very hard camps for Warwick to take until he gets his Tiamat on first back. And you can already see, like, he's just now entering his bot side jungle as trading going on in the mid lane. Oh, gets the flash out of Panda. But Amumu has already done 5 camps and is about to gank this top lane. Well, Warwick, in one of the more powerful points he has in the game at these early levels, is just now. Oh, there's the flash stun. The slow's not going to connect. Bandage Toss going to force the flash out of Guy Fieric. You can expect a return from that soon. Might be sooner than Guy Fieric is counting for. Cuscus Poison sitting in this bush, patiently waiting his time. That spell shield should be coming back up off a cooldown. All right, and Bandage Toss does not connect, but there's Spell Shield. Second Bandage Toss could be available here. Cuscus Poison going to connect. It might be a bit of miscommunication. Rain comes now, just now following up. And that is going to be that. And again, notice the Warwick is still doing his Gromp, hasn't gotten that Scuttle, so he'll have his stuff done by like 410. And you can already see how Mumu's been able to impact the lane already. This is why you usually see 5 camps or 3 camp clears from the Warwick, because Raptors and Krugs take so long to clear until you have that Tiamat. And full clearing, it doesn't really get you the gold for the Tiamat right off the bat either. So it's just kind of feels bad for him. Pings coming out. They see the Warwick on a ward. The Wardwick. So here we are. No flashes for either top laner. No teleports for either mid laner. And there's some solid CSing, minor CS leads across the board. What do you think about this Volibear keeping even, roughly even, not even, but keeping up sort of in CS against the Sivir?
pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. You definitely love to see it from the side of TFT. Sivir being down that flash, I expect Amumu to make another visit if it fits in his plan. We will see if that gets punished.
First back's coming out. Little item components. The Warwick opting to go for the pickaxe. Makes sense. He didn't really get much gold to back with to get the Tiamat. However, we see he's going to try and do the Krugs again with this no Tiamat Warwick, who doesn't clear these AoE camps that easily. Usually at this stage of the game, you're not even going to look at Krugs, if ever, as Warwick. You're generally going to just kind of bite a Raptor and clear out the rest of them. Meanwhile, Amumu's happy to sit with his Ruby Crystals and has a lot more AoE clear, so we're going to see a bit of a farm lead that's going to just continue to progress in favor of the Amumu, just because Fusus is trying to clear these camps that take so long for him to clear at multiple stages. Outside of that, though, pretty easy early game, Eric.
Pretty easy early game. Pretty even, other than the the two blown summoner spells, the two blown flashes on the side of Little Shop of Hoagies.
Mhm.
And again, we'll see how that can be punished by TFT.
Yeah, we see the Mumu is top as well. Now looking at mid lane, down to almost 10 CS now. Fleeing Panda, is this a hole that he can? What can Coach Eggboy do to kind of take this minor lead of his and try and accelerate the game from it?
Well, he's been aggressive from the get-go. I mean, and you have room to do that on Orianna in some matchups, and so he's really building himself a CS lead and getting the push. You can see Diggs having to use most of his mana for just clearing the wave, and so he is low on mana, and Coach Eggboy obviously sees that, and he's just he's out for blood. So some really impressive aggression here from Coach Eggboy.
Oop. Volibear only barely down 10 CS. That's got to be something they're happy with. Ooh, Shockwave not used yet. There's Raincome poking out. Maybe we're going to see some action here. Bot Warwick is not level 6 yet, but is looking to gank down here. There is a pink ward in the bush he's looking to blast cone into, but they might be too far up. Zepho walking up, trying to get that auto. Does get it onto clears the hook. There's the auto. Hoagie is going to be auto free fire by Robert, but he's going to get the first blood with that focus, and there's a flash fear into the root. Robert taken down under 500 health. Here is Tyler. Cusco's Poison gets the bandage toss onto Fusus. He doesn't have the fear anymore. Uses the Q to get himself out to safety, but Cusco's Poison chasing him down. Does get it. Cusco's Poison is level 6. Gets the ultimate, but Cassiopeia flashes to safety. They will take Zepho as their prize instead. And despite what looked like to be a good gank here, and with first blood for Hoagie, ends up in a 2-for-1 with the counter gank coming in from Cusco's Poison.
Yeah, really nice counter gank from the Amumu there. He knew he was super close to level 6. He saw the super low Cassio, and he just makes it happen.
Mm-hmm. And that is going to be a kill on the Amumu and a kill on the Ashe. Tiamat has been completed for Fustus. The pickaxe does build into it, so it's pretty easy back. So Krugs and Raptors are a lot easier and a lot more doable for the Warwick now, especially Raptors. They just get destroyed by his Tiamat, so he didn't get too far behind in gold and in camps cleared. That said, that was his first gank he's done all game, where the Amumu has been able to be in like 2 or 3 lanes and keep up with CS. So that just kind of shows you why you don't want to do that clear on the Warwick. But a good gank on his own right in the bot lane. And now as his Tiamat, he's looking to kind of accelerate this game with this lead he's acquired. Cusco's Poison showing up mid lane, Fleeting Panda fleeing away. Oh, there's the root. Asher going to connect onto Cassiopeia. None of the bot lane of LSH is level 6 yet now. Super Hoagie just hitting it. Looking at this top lane, it's kind of panning out how we said it might, because the Sivir has been able to make life annoying for the Volibear. And yet, oh, here it comes stun. Wise of Guy Fieri to wait the stun for the spell shield and not let the Storm Calling be what pops his spell shield. But you'd expect in a ranged to melee matchup, the ranged champion's going to have a significantly better lead, no? Oh,
It's certainly what you'd
they
hope
walk
for.
right into the Amumu. There's the root. The ground coming from Hoagie, trying to get damage on the backside onto Klugscheißer, but he flashes to safety. Cusco's Poison has slain Zepho, and I believe you were going to say something before they rudely interrupted you with action.
Oh, no, action should certainly take precedent. Just that I think if you were on the side of Little Shop of Hoagies, you would like to see a bigger lead in this top lane. But, you know, the Sivir's farming at a really nice rate, so she's going to scale up nicely and provide that market threat.
We might have a steal. Here comes the... Oh, there's the smite. Ultimate's coming in, but both whiff from Hoagie and Fusus. They are still going to get Klugscheißer. Cusco's Poison does not have flash. Going to try and get himself on safety. Use the ultimate, but it is not enough. This is now 3 for 3 and a shutdown going under the Cassiopeia.
Yeah, Hoagie's getting big. That Cassio's going to be a formidable threat. Now, go ahead.
Oh, good shockwave. Pull Fleeing Panda back in, but Coach Eggboy now without his ultimate going to have to deal with this Warwick chasing him down. Gets the fear and going to try and hold through the Q, but Coach Eggboy trades himself out. Sees Fleeing Panda walking a little bit too close to the sun there.
You'd love to see it if you're Coach Eggboy. Really nice find for the trade kill. He knew he was dead to rights, so he kept his eyes on the low health Ziggs. Hits him with the QW.
Mm-hmm. So something, I feel like this goes back to the Dragon. If I remember right, they buffed Dragon damage or durability or something with the durability patch. And so now, like, soloing a Dragon early. Oh. They do get the Volibear ultimate out, but like doing Dragon early takes a bit longer than you'd expect these days, and he hurts a lot, and they hurt a lot more. So definitely something we're going to see how that can affect. We saw it happen there, where it's like what was used to be just a guaranteed Dragon with that timing. Seraphino comes out. There's the cleanse from Hoagie. But what used to be a guaranteed Dragon, now not so certain.
Yeah, we saw the residual effects of that with the Mumu being low enough to kill once that Dragon went down.
Oh, speaking of a Mumu, has reappeared top lane.
A wild mummy appears, clearing vision and rest.
Noon Quiver here on the Sivir. The armor-plated boots here for Volibear definitely coming in handy. Rift Herald has been started by the Amumu. This is another one that's going to take a little bit longer than you expect, but that's always kind of been the case. Always sucks. You try to do your Rift Herald, and then it's like, oh, they sense it, and now here we are fighting. As Zepho walks up and presses that depth charge onto Robert. Flash hooks, delays him from doing the arrow. Another ultimate two-man stun coming from Super Hoagie. Klugscheiser should be next here. Hoagie taking a lot of damage from the minions. Klugscheiser does get the kill, but there's a double kill for Hoagie. Meanwhile, on the top side of the map, here is the Boostus ultimate. Going to get that AoE fear off of the Warwick ult. Kuko's Poison jumps in on the rest of the team. We see Boostus blinks away with the Warwick Q. Now Fleeing Panda running for his life, and Kuko's Poison with the red buff and the microwave. Boostus chasing down Coach Eggboy, gonna get kited out by him and most likely be next on the plate. One more auto does it and shut down for Coach Eggboy. It is a 2 for 3 across the map, but TFT does get the Rift Herald.
Bloody. I love it. Love the action. A couple more kills going in the pocket of the Casio. It's spooky. Mumu does a nice job there just getting on those fragile carry threats so they could not really follow onto the Volibear. And Coach Eggboy doing Coach Eggboy things, picking up kills, scaling up nicely.
Indeed, so this might be an Eggboy v Hoagie. Well, Fustus also has some kills as well, and you saw how he used that synergy that the Warwick E and his ultimate do have, where if you are in your little shouty thing and you hit an ult, you're going to get an AoE fear. It just like immediately pops your fear for you. Oh, hook gonna land into Klugscheiser. Does not have the ultimate just yet. Ashe are going to connect. Here comes Seraphino, gonna charm both of them. Zep. Oh no, that was a flash from Hoagie. Instead, Zepho now down very low. He's blocked by the minions, and the combination of the ultimates out of LHS is TFT, my apologies, gonna get the kills there. Super Hoagie now just has his Casio ultimate, and we could very well see a dive here to get the Snick. Or it could be Rift. They're probably gonna drop Rift here, get Rift, and go to Drag.
Well played there from the side of the TFT bot lane. Klugscheiser gets hooked. Robert says, I don't care. I'm going to ulti the Casio. Focuses the Casio, burns the flash with the really nice Seraphine ulti that was aimed really well to hit both of them until Hoagie flashed it. But blue side duo comes out on top in that little skirmish.
And Tempo with his tower take, and it's starting to get in favor of TFT, trying to accelerate the game just a little bit. Use their team fighting power while they around these objectives. Oh, Klugscheiser walks a little bit close, has to flash away from the depth charge. Zepho going to connect the hook. No, he does not. Meanwhile, Fustus is here, uses his W, going to 1v1 the Mumu, but now he's all split up from the rest of his team, gets stunned by the Mumu. He's looking for an angle out. There is the Curse of the Sad Mummy, and Warwick's ultimate is going to get himself out to safety. A little bit of a desync with the team there, as he kind of thought he had an angle, but found a mummy.
TFT in a good position to secure this dragon. It doesn't look like it's Shop of Hoagie.
They do have Casio ultimate and Zig's ult. We might see a scrap here. No, Zep just dropping a ward. They are opting not to contest the trade. I mean, this shows you like the strong team fighting power of this composition from TFT.
It sure does. I'm very impressed by the team comp that they put together. You know, there's some scary raw scaling on the side of LSH, but when you have the Amumu and you have the Volibear for your front line and you have the ball delivery of Orianna and you have the Ashe utility in CC and you have the Seraphine ult, it's
stacks and stacks and stacks.
Really, truly, a very synergetic, very well balanced team fighting comp, and so it's going to be a challenge for a little Shop of Hoagies.
Alrighty. That said, there is a lot of wave clear on the side of LSH, sorry. So maybe we'll see them be able to stall this game out.
That would bode well for them, getting the Sivir as many items as they can. Ditto for the Ziggs at Cassio. But they're going to have to play these team fights really, really well.
Lots of good pick potential, too. Nautilus and Warwick really good at finding, isolating those targets and just making sure they don't get to have fun. Take stock of things. 1,000 gold lead roughly for the side of LSH. What are they thinking to do right now, Flesh? What is their way back into this game? What is Coach Word even teaching you?
On the side of LSH specifically? Well, I mean, your Sivir hasn't completed an item yet, and her scaling is going to be a big part of how you theoretically could win team fights with those ricochets. Ziggs a little bit behind. You'd like to see him scale up a little bit more, but you gotta play around the Cassio with your front line. You gotta let the Sivir come online. So they're going to be okay with kind of farming, managing waves, and certainly Dragon number 3 is going to be a major tipping point for how the rest of this game is going to play out.
Here we go. Guy Fieri finds himself in a not good position. That's a flash out to safety. There's the Asher going to connect. Tower has been turned off. Seraphino's coming through. Guy Fieri doesn't stand a chance. Fleeing Panda is here with his teleport. Drops the ultimate. Guy Fieri is still alive. One more tower shot might do it to Rain comes. No, it does not, but the Ziggs damage coming through. Fleeing Panda CC'd under tower, though. Coach Eggboy tanks 1 shot, 2, and the rest of the team is pushing down mid. It is 2 for 1 and this top tower, but we're trading mid tier 1 as well.
The 5-man goon squad top from TFT. You love to see it. Guy Fieri did not have a good time there, but they do pick up a kill on the volley bear. LSH being they. The mid push being paused here from LSH. They want to get Herald priority. Interesting.
Alright, oh, bonk. Bonk. Alrighty, but the rest of the team is here. Orianna does have Shockwave. Here comes Mumu walking in. Boost is trying to dissuade him with the fear. Shockwave comes in strong. 3-man Shockwave. The ult from Hoagie is too little, too late, and that is going to be a wipe here.
Up with Eggboy, as they say. Fantastic Orianna ulti.
Yeah.
Really great contest there. I'm a little... I don't love the LSH call there to go for the Herald when so many of TFT were up. They knew they were doing it. They had the Scuttle Crab, they had the Ash Hawkshot. So nice contest from the 3-man trio on the side of TFT. And
I would say, just something I've noticed that Foos is doing, he's using his E aggressively and very early in these scraps, that Primal Howl. And he's putting he's leveling that up second, which you don't normally see on Warwicks too often. Unless he's just trying to up the damage reduction. So that even kind of puts this point even more so. You generally, unless it is like what he was doing with some of his ganks to try and set up a good fear for CC, you generally want to use that when you're around 25 to 50% health as the Warwick. Because you have the damage reduction, and when you're under 50% health, your passive, your Eternal Hunger, that heal you get, goes up to goes to 100% of the damage you do extra with your magic on your autos to 250%. So I'd like to see him use that Primal Howl as we see them get dove here. Oh my goodness, he is deaded. But there's a little different, but like in some of these fights, maybe not use it so preemptively, because that damage reduction plus the healing is insane, and then a fear to finish them off. Oh my god, how did that Nautilus hook connect? They're trying to take him out here. Crucifix Boy's running away for his life, but a Seraphine going to dissuade further action. Doesn't stop them. Good ultimate from Hoagie and Zepho, but the Shockwave, it's 2v5. Zeph flashes out to safety, but Hoagie cannot say the same.
Yeah, nice use of the Seraphine ulti there for disengage. You obviously do not want your Amumu to go down right before this third Drake. Good turnaround from TFT.
And that is Soul Point going to be currently in favor of TFT. Baron's probably next on the plate. We can see it, the power of the team fighting in this composition. Oh, the chase is down. Panda has been slowed. He's not long for this world. Rampage for Robert. You have to think they're eyeballing Baron after that pick.
Yeah, 35 seconds on Ziggs at this point. They could certainly take control over the Baron area.
So we're getting some resets, but... No.
We see a Mumu.
Maybe we could have seen a Baron bait or something, but a Mumu had to back, so just kind of get the vision, get your reset, spend your gold, and set up for the Baron blitz to come. Eric, how does LSH get back into this?
Well, I don't know, Summoner. I don't know. It's a tough ask. I don't think they're going to have enough time for this Sivir to be able to take over. If the Sivir were to get to 3 items and a Last Whisper and a stopwatch, and then just start throwing ricochets out, she could take down that Amumu who built Force of Nature really intelligently. But I just don't think they're going to have time to get there. It's really, really tough. They're going to have to certainly snag some bounties, some objective bounties, and just have some flawless team fighting or find some chain picks to slowly work their way back in. It's going to be tough.
Oh, Seraphine to start the fight. Zeppo going to use the depth charge. Amumu is on the side, isolating the Cassiopeia. Kirsten Sadama, but we watch as Zephos gets killed slowly and surely. Kusa's poison taken to half health, but there is not much they can do. Kusa's might try to run him down here, but, and this is why it's odd he didn't level his W second. His movement speed boost from his W is nowhere near what you would normally expect from a Warwick at this stage of the game. The movement speed could be 55% towards those low health targets, but alas, he leveled that E for the cooldown, I'm guessing, the damage reduction, I can only guess.
I love the jungler shade here, Sarah.
It's not shade, it's just, this is just the results of kind of the decision making there. I can see the E max rush being a good idea with the damage reduction, but he's using it more for the cooldown, which only goes about 2 seconds down for a fear that did do well for them earlier. Him staying up at this point, I think, is a lot longer. Just being able to run in from these fights. That W is one of the big strengths of Warwick.
A compelling argument.
That said, he's a very strong Warwick. He's about halfway to that Titanic Hydra, at least strong by the rest of his team. So we'll see how it goes.
I like TFT getting the side lane push with the Orianna. She obviously has teleport, so could join if something were to erupt on the other side of the map. Just continuing to put farm in the pocket of Coach Eggboy, who's at a formidable 183 CS. He's no Guy Fieric, farming out of his mind up there.
That's all he's been able to do this game. I don't think we've seen him in any of these fights.
Up, Scary Bear.
Scare Bear. All right, so calming down, going to the mid game, a bit of a lull here, but that window still closing. They do get objective bounty in the bot lane. Mountain Drake up in a minute. That is Soul. You gotta think you gotta fight for that. Maybe a Miracle Steal from Fustus?
Maybe a Miracle Steal from Fustus. Yeah, that could be the call. I can't foresee a winning line for Little Shop of Hoagies that involves TFT getting the Soul here. I just don't see it. So it's certainly an important contest from Little Shop of Hoagies coming up for this dragon. And we see the pings, the assist me pings going down there. So they certainly are aware of the importance of this upcoming objective.
Indeed. Oh, Usis on a ward. We might see the Sivir TP into the fight. We get a full 5-on-5, but it could be too little too late. Lord Doms has been completed. The vision has been given up here. They do not control that river. Volibear is on the flank here. Guy Fieric is here. Here comes the ultimate coming through to chase him down. Oh, it's a big shockwave from... Oh, my goodness. The AoEs are just coming in strong. The CC, they can't make past some Mumu, and there is the Volibear. It is a rout in favor of TFT as we see that team fighting composition just able to set the tone and the pace, choosing when to fight and how to fight, and even the counter engage. It's just so strong.
Yeah, and TFT had vision control, complete vision control of that area long before the dragon spawned, and so it was basically a trap waiting for Little Shop of Hoagies to walk in. Coach Eggboy positions for the home run Ori Shockwave, which is one of the best feelings as an Ori player, and that's Soul for the side of TFT.
Ooh, it is tough going. Mountain Soul on this Amumu and this Volibear, both full tank, is going to be so hard to deal with.
Let me give you a hug.
Yeah, the only answer is somehow getting Sivir to 1 million items. To their credit, Sivir is very, very well farmed, but the time might be running out. The window might be closing on Little Shop of Hoagies.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, sorry, just kind of having to answer some important emails over here as we enter what is probably gonna be the end stage here, the end game for TFT.
They push mid, they move to Baron together, they've already got vision control, I expect them to start it, and they do.
Yep. It's kind of textbook at this point. Force them to fight him at the Baron and end, or get the Baron and push for the end. Fustus seems to maybe just not be trying this. We're going to make him try poke from over the wall, but Fustus is just back after being on the bot side of the map. Baron up. They're probably just looking for a Fleeing Panda steal here.
I appreciate
Does
this.
he have the juice? Does he have the sauce? Ah. A little bit faster than they expected.
I'm blaming that on 60 ping. I think that was a 0 ping play from Fleeing Panda. I think he would have nailed it.
We've just heard confirmation that Fleeing Panda plays on 83 ping.
It's a ping gap, guys.
Ping gap.
Must be nice.
It's a ping gap. All right, well, speaking of ping gaps, 20 to 8. Let's look at what gaps you would ping to your fellow players in solo queue. I feel like you're pinging the 06 Nautilus, right? You're pinging the bounty on that Ashe. The true ping gap in League of Legends is not your connection. It's how often your teammates are pinging you. You know?
Of course, of course. Why communicate like an adult when you can passive-aggressively ping your teammates? I'm a fan.
Big fan.
But some really, really clean and intelligent mid and late game play from TFT here as they went from small lead to medium lead to big lead at Soul.
Yep.
And now it should just be elementary from here on out.
And the Siege. One Volibear top, 3 or 4 of them in mid, looking for that engage. They know. Oh, here we go. Bing. Pop. Do we see an ultimate? Not yet. Here comes Seraphino, gets the flash out of Zepho. They got Seraphino for depth charge. Zepho is very low. Right, overstay is welcome here. Is the wave going to help him push on tower? Sivir goes in, ulting in. The hook does not connect from Zepho, dissuading them from taking down this inhib tower. Words are hard when you're on a lot of Benadryl. Did you know that, Eric?
Words are hard for me always, and so I can empathize, not with the Benadryl, but with the word challenge.
Oh, Flash does not get the bandage toss. It was a good effort. Does get hooked, is still under tower, but that is a Mountain Soul and Moo. Oh, the Wombo! They didn't stand a chance, and you have to expect that this is going to be it as we see Robert chasing down the Warwick under 2 towers. You gotta expect that this is going to be the end of the game here unless we see some miracle for Boostis and Fleeing Panda there. The tower is being turned off. Boostis running around trying to find a way in. There is just no way. This game is over. That is game 1 going in favor of the Fire of our Tongues.
Really impressive stuff from TFT. They went 1-1 last week. They looked very feast and famine, but this looked clinical. This looked clean. This looked dominant. So super impressed with their first game here.
Yeah, for sure. And now we get to immediately see game 2. Are you Oh, we have stats to look at. Look at that. Stats. A lot of damage coming from the Ash of the Ori. Sivir did a decent bit, but that was probably just wailing on Volibear. Sheesh. I don't got much more. They won the team fight. It was a bit of a stomp from there.
I agree. How's that for color commentary?
Yeah, so how about this? What should LSH do? How should they adjust their game plan for the second game?
Easy to use hindsight here, but I would probably construct a more traditional team fight comp. The Sivir top it didn't work. It didn't work. That's not to say it was played poorly. That's not to say it was a poor decision. But if you're going to put your hyperscaling ADC top lane, you got to be able to give it time to scale. And unfortunately they were not able to do that. Thinking about the strengths of TFT, you could look at the Amumu, which was played really, really well by Cusco's Poison, facilitating, tanking, ganking. Coach Eggboy's Orianna is and always has been formidable, so you could look to take that away. But I would like to see a more traditional comp from LSH in Game 2.
Let's look at it.
Is this a spoilers?
Are you showing spoilers, Panda? Real stream, not on the real stream. Okay.
Oh, okay. That's a small brain question from me.
Not a glass first pickup. Big chonky. What they decided is they need some big chonky boys and some team fight, like you were talking about, Flesh.
Sometimes you get it right.
Yeah, that said, the Olaf, a very solid pick right now, is going to be able to run past the Renata and the Orin to get to this Kog'Maw. Just a lot of team fight, but with the split push potential of a Singed on the side of TFT. I will say the Sejuani is a little interesting. I think she's a fine jungler, but with only Orin to help proc those autos, we'll see how that pans out for the stuns. Yeah. All right, will we be... Oh! Can I watch an Eric stream without pixels? Nope. The pixels hath returned. Alrighty, so give me 1 second, Eric, to get our stream up and run, our version of it up and running, and then we'll get this game going. Sorry, it's a little bit sloppy on our end, guys. It's on me. I am not all here. What time do you want to pause at, Eric? Okay. Whew. Alrighty, waiting 18, 19, 20. All right. You call it, Eric. All right, we're off to the races for game number 2 between Little Shop of Hoagies and the Fire of Our
Summoner's
Tongues.
Rift.
Tizzy Door, I'm under so much Benadryl right now, I can't think straight. My words are hard. Alrighty, so 5 point.
30
Okay, Eric.
seconds till minions
Mid game
spawn.
fight. How do these teams collide? Go.
Mid-game fight? Depends on whether the Olaf can establish dominance in the early game and get ahead. And same kind of ditto for Singed. Is Singed going to be able to push and do obnoxious Singed things to get a lead top lane? So I abstain from answering the question. Like a true gentleman.
Minions have spawned.
But I do like the different look here from TFT. Hyperscaling on the Kog'Maw. They got the mid lane counterpick. Vel'Koz is obnoxious. Team fighting and scaling of the Ornn. And Sejuani, who does Sejuani things with the front line, with the slows, with the CC, with the ulti. Zepho on Reynata. I don't know what Reynata does, but she's pretty good, so.
Both junglers starting clears on their blue buffs. That means they will not interact. Olaf generally wants to try and clear fast, and at least traditionally, the old Olaf wanted to clear fast and look for a scrap on that same scuttle. We do see trading going on the bot lane. We'll see what path Sejuani can do a 5 camp clear pretty well, as opposed to the Warwick in these first stages of the game, but that won't be able to keep up with Olaf. Could also see the 3 camp clear a lot of Sejuani's do, but she has a decent farming power. Victor Vel'Koz, who do you think's gonna get priority in that?
In theory, you give the edge to the Vel'Koz. It's in theory again a counter pick to Vel'Koz, but a counter pick to Victor. But Coach Eggboy is really good at Victor. Victor has decent range and a fairly straightforward trading pattern with the shield and the empowered auto and whatnot. So could just end up being a quote unquote skill matchup. We will see.
Alrighty, so both junglers. Yeah, you can see the Olaf clear speed so much faster than the Sejuani, but that's to be expected. Flip coming in from the ring comes. Level 2's bot. Alrighty, here's my question here. With the Kog'Maw, do we think that this bot lane will actually be able to scrap for these dragons with Kog'Maw now? Because obviously he's always been a late game champ, but do you think Kog'Maw in his current state can scrap for drags and stuff early on?
Well, you don't necessarily think of Sivir being an early game champion either, and so obviously she's going to have stronger push with the ricochets and whatnot. So the answer could just come in whether Olaf is going to give attention to this bot lane, or whether either jungler is going to give attention to the bot lane to help them get priority.
Ooh, forcing the flash out of Robert there. Good on Zepho. Kind of forcing the issue there with the 2v1. We see Olaf has gotten 5 camps cleared, and Sejuani finished up her full camp. And gonna have to walk away. So they lose that vision. They lose control of both rivers by losing these scuttles. Once again, a full clear from Fusus does give you, level 4. It's, yes, some gold, but a lot of times it's a decision. It's a balancing act for a jungler. Are you going to finish the full clear and finish that like 4-ish minutes, maybe a little bit later, and get which gives your opponent time to make a play on the map, or are you gonna scrap for it? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Good W by Guy Fieric to bait out the flip.
Yeah, Guy Fieric is an excellent Ornn player. It's certainly a comfort pick for him, and he is not being bullied by the Singed so far. Obviously getting pushed in, but he does have a CS lead.
Yeah, just casually sitting, waiting for CS. The Ornn
You love
experience.
to see it. You don't want to push that wave out. And if Singed is just going to hang out there, he's pretty gankable. And he doesn't have any vision, but maybe they're tracking Sejuani, and they know that he's safe. Yeah, some nice power farming from the Olaf, who's got a level lead on Sejuani.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. And as the Sejuani, you kind of... She can go power farmy and just get tanky, but she also has the ability to impact the map with some early ganks. But, yeah. She's biding her time, you know? I got nothing.
You got everything, Sarah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I was telling Panda, I was like, yeah, see, I kind of need Flesh. I'm in no state to solo cast today. So.
Imagine needing Flesh. Imagine.
Flesh for first pick in the caster draft.
Flesh for color caster.
Flesh for color casters. We see the collapsing coming in here. Defending the vision. Both teams looking to scrap for this drag. Who do we think wins this early 4v4 for drag?
Well, position is being sort of jostled for at the moment, with kind of being on the front.
Top ultimate coming out of Guy Pierre. Twink, bop.
Ooh,
oh my gosh, I think he wins that if he had autoed and then used the Bellows Breath to get another auto. Instead, it's trade of ult for ult.
And with the Sivir lane having the push for now, you give Dragon priority to the side of Little Shop of Hoagies, but Sejuani might make an appearance. Sorry, to TFT. I think I'm getting my teams backward because the colors have switched.
True. Oh, here we go. Nope. It was a good try. Zephyr wasn't able to connect the make you go where I want you to go button.
Singed utilizing the run straight at them mechanic. Super impressive.
Ooh, getting the flash out. Fush just really wants this dragon. It's down 20 CS for the amount of time he's spending down here to try and get a kill bot so they can get it too, and gonna get counter jungle topside for it as well.
Yeah, Cusco's Poison, putting on a bit of a clinic. How to win early game as a jungler without ganking.
Tell your team where the jungler is and have your team actually respect the call where the jungler is, and you just get to farm them for the end of your days. You can see right now, Scrap going here, stunned. Yeah. This is what happens when you follow the jungler's calls.
Everyone knows.
Respect the jungler's position.
Everyone knows you're supposed to follow the call unless Flesh makes it. That is the rule.
Oh, speaking of calls, Klugscheiser goes in, gonna get the stun onto Hoagie, gets his flash out, walks back in, gonna take a lot of damage here, hit Hoagie and Robert, dueling it out with these autos. Zephyr was also there, everyone's just standing there autoing each other, and it turns out the Sivir and, Leona win that. That was so funny.
Wow, nice Zenith Bladey lightsabery thing from the Leona from the brush. Starts the fight off, and the Sivir and the Leona pick up the 2 kills. Nice fling from the Singed.
Oh, here comes Kusa's Poison trying to run him down. Going to have his Victor with him, but knows it's kind of doomed. Calls Coach Eggboy off.
That was unfortunate. He must have thought he could steal that and sneak away. Maybe he assumed their bot lane would run straight to lane.
Does that all kill? No, okay.
But that does give Dragon priority to the side of Little Shop of Hoagies.
Alrighty. Well, This is a lot closer now at this stage of the game. If I remember right, things are starting to begin snowballing off of some good team fight skirmishes for TFT last times. And Little Shop of Hoagie's keeping into it. Fusis is just now level 6, though. And that is, geez, almost 40 CS lead for the Olaf right now. And going to be close to 2 levels ahead.
Yeah, and a big CS lead for that Victor, too, who is a bit of a ticking time bomb from a scaling perspective. We've seen Coach Eggboy pop off hard on this champion, and he's farming at like a rate of 9 CS per minute ish, which is rather good.
Okay. So, Rift Herald's going to be the play here. That looks like Rakusa's Poison is hovering around. Level 8 on this Olaf. Very strong. Looks like he's going to be going the Stride Breaker build. One you see rather often. More top lane silliness. Oh. So how do you think the Singe is going to play out as we hit to the mid-late game stages?
Well, the fact
as
that
he runs away bravely.
Yeah, the fact that he's down over 15 CS, almost 20, yeah, it's going to be 20, does not...
Oh, a bit of greed coming from him. Going to get hit by both ultimates. Surely he goes down here. Nope. Not good on the chain CC. They could have probably gotten Fusis' Sejuani stun and then used the ult to keep him locked down forever. But alas, an emote and a smile.
Emote and a smile is all you need sometimes.
True.
Other than the Singe, some impressive CS leads across the board for TFT, on a comp that, you know, with the Victor and the Sivir is going to scale really nicely, and the Olaf has been doing a fantastic job of controlling the early game so that his scaling champions can scale. Kind of suffocating the Sejuani out of the game, other than his you know, kind of bot side blunder that gave away first Drake. Other than that, it's been kind of a quietly dominant jungle performance, I think it's fair to say.
Mm-hmm. For sure. I just realized this is Glacial Augment Ornn. That's hilarious.
Oh man, Ornn.
That is actually really funny. Oh, there comes the Leona ultimate going to collapse onto Zeppo. Does get his ult off. Spell Shoot from Robert going to keep it from affecting him, which is great for them, as Zeppo should go down quickly. Robert pulled under tower, taken pretty low. They're kiting out the flash to safety. Super Hoagie going to fall instead. Robert has slain the Cog mods. Kuko's Poison has to burn the Ragnarok to get to safety in the top side.
Yeah, the rich get richer in the bot lane. Oh, Lane Panda.
Yep. Do get the flash. Kuko's Poison has Ghosts instead. Maybe, I don't know if he had Red Smite up. That might have been if he Red Smited the Vel'Koz, but it's so hard to know.
Blue buff more important anyway.
Honestly, true.
Coming from a mid laner.
True.
Yeah, don't you dare give it to the Victor. Just secure it. Second dragon on the horizon.
Indeed. And that river's looking mighty dark for both teams.
Yeah, you know, got some murky Texas beach water, a lot of sand, a lot of seaweed, kind of dark river. In my brain, that analogy made sense, but, you know, you win some, you lose some.
All right, so first move on the Vision has been done by TFT. Klugscheißer are putting out that preliminary wards. The Fusis is going to clear. What's the process they should take to get this drag? What is each team looking to do here?
Well, TFT has hit some really serious item breakpoints. Mythic on Leona, Mythic on Sivir, Mythic on Victor, Mythic on Olaf. And when you compare that to... Uh-oh. Crap.
Funk. Yeah, just getting the ult. He knows.
When you compare that to no Mythic completions on the side of LSH, you know, that this is a pretty substantial lead for TFT, so they should feel real comfortable in throwing their weight around. If you get the chance to fight, you fight. I mean, you're way ahead, item-wise, gold-wise. So they should be able to secure this Drake pretty easily unless somebody gets caught. And here they are, taking complete control of the river.
Huh? Just like you said, you kind of force their way out. They know they have the more powerful team right now. 4K up in the lead. Ooh. Klugscheißer almost bit a bit more than he could chew there. You ever do that? You ever take just a real big old bite? Taters.
Maybe a Chipotle burrito. Yeah. I could use one of those right now. I think you're really okay with fighting here, but it kind of looks like they're just going to give the dragon. They beat LSH.
Oh, here we go. They're going to go for the steal. Do not quite get it. Just a little bit early on the smite.
Killing spree.
Good attempt. Oh, it was Kuzco's smite. He never smote it. Really close, though. Guy Fieri might get ran down here. Has to flash out to safety. Here comes the flip. Oh, you got to think. Yeah. Oh, Zanya's.
Rain on him! Rain on him! Rain on
Kind
his
of a
parade!
waste of a stopwatch. Spam emote's gonna get that kill as Kuzco's poison taking out Fleeing Panda, and it is all becoming unraveled for Little Shop of Hoagies right now.
Yeah, you hate to see it. They had a nice lead in the top lane too, but Singed finished the demonic embrace and said, "Me strong, me kill Ornn," and so he did.
Blue team's turret.
Sivir down. Nope. Nope. Never mind.
Blue team's turret has been
Ornn has no boots. Thoughts?
Boots are for the weak.
I mean, I think he has feet. He's not a snake
Yep.
like Cassiopeia.
Yep.
We got some pee pee poo poo time chat coming in all chat. Very important discussion.
Ooh, pee pee poo poo time.
Yeah, the players with some pee pee poo poo banter.
Oh, I was like looking at Twitch chat. I was like, what? All right, so. Oh my god, was that one laser just half healthing the Renata?
I think so, Summoner.
Oh man. Oh, there's the flip, and I don't know if the Ornn can really hold out that much longer against the Singe. No tower to fall back to. It's just gonna kind of have to take the split for a while.
Yeah, we may have reached kind of the tipping point in that matchup where Singed now gets to sort of run away with it and do Singed things. And I gotta tell you, as a mid laner, it feels so good as playing a champion like Victor to be 0-0-1 and just be able to just AFK farm for your entire life. And you look and your bot lane is 505, your jungler's up 67 CS, laner's starting to get solo kills, and you as the Victor, like, you know...
You're feeling pretty good.
You're feeling pretty good. You are feeling pretty good. He's setting himself to carry late game by getting carried early game. As weird as that sounds.
I mean, that's just the eggy way, you know? I'm waiting to see if he says anything.
XD.
XD. All right.
I feel like that's more of a flesh strategy, honestly. AFK farm, do nothing, end the game with a good KDA.
True. You know, Fwesh, you should one day enter the Legion of Us Int It to Win It players.
Int It to Win It.
Oh, we do have a scrap coming here. Zeppo. Oh, here comes Orenhorn. Zeph may have a good angle on that ult. What a three-man stun from the Leona.
Nice Victor
Zeppo
ult.
still gets the ult out. Kuzco's poison walking away to safety. Coach Eggway got to get this kill onto the Renata Glass. Ring comes, is running around. Does he fall? Yes, he does. But all that's left is Guy Fieric. Going to be taken down by Klugscheißer Coach Eggboy. It is a 4-for-1 in this scrap at the top side. Nope, 4-for-2 as Super Hoagie finally gets the rain, comes at the end there. I don't know what happened.
And right on cue, Coach Eggboy with the double kill. He may not have had any kills up to that point, but he is strong. He is farmed 2 levels up on the Vel'Koz, despite being theoretical counterpick.
You know, I really like the idea. That Vel'Koz should be dead. Just a slight mechanical misplay. Good on Robert to see the moment there. And I'm sure, you know, next time that situation happens, he's going to make the right decision and get the kill for sure.
I think that was an intimidation flash, you know? Like, he wanted to burn the Vel'Koz's flash. And so he flashed as just like I could kill you if I wanted to, bro, but I'm not gonna.
So now the next time you see Sivir flash, even if it's away, he's like, oh god, and he flashes himself.
Exactly. We're setting it up, you know.
Panda,
really.
can you confirm this? Was that your mindset? Next time you see Sivir flash, you're just gonna flash? Was that a yes or a no, Panda? Panda says he hates this game, so
Same.
You know. Oh, he almost got it! The Zenith Blade could hurt minions if he had done it. Oh, Zepho gets flipped and solo ulted by Coach Eggboy. Raincom's gonna get that kill as the rest of the team taking this Dragon, Hextech, Drake. You have to imagine Baron's next on the plate and then an end game. Is there a way back in for LSH?
Realistically, no, but theoretically, you know, you stack objective bounties and you know, champion bounties on the Kog'Maw, get it to 3 items and get ornaments going. You know, there's you could craft a scenario in which it happens. It would have to.
Guy gonna get ran down a little bit here. Gets the flash out. The Brook Trail gets dropped. Super Hoagie getting poked out mid. Looks like they're just gonna try and use this rift to get some towers, get some pressure. Horn coming out. Here is Renata Glass. Does have a flank. Might use the ult. Gonna walk straight into the stun. Gets the ult out. She might not be long for the world. No, Robert doing the work on Kuska's poison for them. Here comes the root from Klushai to re-engage. Robert on a rampage. Flip Guy Fieri into the team. Klushai's flashed out to safety. Rain comes, creating that big mist of slowy poison stuff. And it is just melting the enemy team. Super Hoagie and Fleeing Panda are the only 2 left alive. This is certainly going to be inhibitor for TFT here. Kuska's poison collecting that mid wave. They might try to go for 2 instead. Nope, we are backing out to safety. Take the next tower.
Yeah, nice big brain. Olaf left bot lane to just go like push the mid wave in so that.
Oh, Olaf, big brain goes in, running him down, gets the strike breaker. Now walking away to safety. There comes the ultimate. No kill onto the Kog'Maw like they were hoping.
Singed with the brotherly TP.
Brotherly.
Symbolic TP. I like it.
A singed bollock teleport.
Singed bollock.
All right, ping's coming out for the Baron. Probably take Baron or force a fight at Baron and then just kind of run it mid and end the game at them. I mean, it is 2-15. 14,000 gold in the lead. Woo! Sheesh.
Seriously impressive series from TFT.
Mm-hmm.
They're looking scary. I mean, they are looking like a scary team.
Yeah, I mean, this is without their starting mid laner. Their normal mid laner is Stormion.
Very true.
So when he gets back into this, we'll see if they can carry the momentum they get from this series.
Undefeated with Eggboy.
Gross.
How do you like your eggs, Sturkers?
Cooked.
Now you're not a Rocky type?
I like sunny side up is my favorite type of eggs.
Sunny side up. All right. A man of culture.
Alright, so here we go. Push down the tower, have the split set up with Singe. Super minions coming in bot. A textbook right now. Singe doing Singe things. Here we go. Olaf with the ever-present engagement strategy of simply run at them.
Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
Here it comes. The ultimate trying to engage. Misses. No, doesn't get the stun. Doesn't get the Zenith Blade. Rain comes here. Going to flip Super Hoagie in, who has to flash to safety. Vel'Koz's ult comes out as well to sway. Oh, he walks into the Chaos Storm. Zepho is next. And you gotta imagine this is it. 3 inhibs down. Baron minions barreling down onto them. They're sitting in the base. They've accepted their fate. And that is a 2-0 in favor of the Fire of our Tongues. And that is that.
I think that is that, if you think about it.
But what if it's this?
Well, neither this nor that. You know,
I see.
really, really dominant series from TFT.
Mhm.
Very impressive play, individually and ensemblely, so to speak. You know, I was thinking about the whole who would I pick for MVP for that second game, and it's just an impossible choice. I mean, every single player did their job, outperformed their counterpart in really quantifiable and obvious ways, and because of that, it was a very, very dominant victory.
I think that's going to be it for us. What do you think, Flesh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed your time here, and we'll see you next time. We got some PMA LCS action, not this week, next week, as this week it is a bye week for the whole league with the PMA Midwest meetup happening. Make sure you can get there if you want to or can. I know I sadly won't be able to attend. Are you planning on going, Flesh?
He has no money, so Wes is going to stay home.
Yeah, but those of you that are going, have a great time, and we will see you then. We'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye-bye.